Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here, and I hope everybody is doing well. And in this video, we'll be talking about crypto.com because obviously the CEO is speaking out about an issue that I'm glad has sort of got resolved now, hopefully. But also, we'll be talking about Bitcoin because that CPI data yesterday wasn't particularly great. And yeah, it's sort of like tanked the markets a little bit, including crypto as well. But we're on that recovery as well. So before I start, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And if you don't like what I'm doing, then, you know, it is what it is. And give us a thumbs down because it helps get the channel out there, gets the algorithm going. And yeah, I just want to build this channel in this bull market best as I can. In that. So all your support is always much appreciated, and also a disclosure out there that I'm also a CRO holder as well, and I own the crypto.com debit card. So right, okay, so CRO at the moment, we're sitting at 1.67% on the day. We're slightly above 14 pence, which is good to see. We're holding that line. And then we can also see here at the moment, there we can see we're on this is on the daily. We're still on that ascending wedge here. Basically, it's like Bitcoin at the moment. We're just chopping around, just chopping sideways, and I think everything's just gearing up, ready for the Bitcoin halving. And I'm hoping after Bitcoin halving, I'm hoping Bitcoin goes parabolic, drags up the altcoins. Altcoins have altcoin season, and we make lots and lots of money. But yeah, so we're in this ascending wedge at the moment. And if we look, actually, if we can have a quick look here, and we can see here, we've got a lot of resistance up here around that 17 pence, but also a lot of support down the 8 cents, which I don't think we're going to go to. But we've got a strong buy signal here, which has come on here on the Lux Algo price action concepts. And it's come up here, and basically we're just chopping sideways at the moment. So I just want us to get above this, break this smart trail of negativity here, and make a way up. But obviously it's all depending on what Bitcoin does. And I think, you know, obviously what Bitcoin does dictates what a lot of the altcoins are doing as well. And at the moment, to me, down when it hits down around these areas here, to me it's just a buying opportunity. But everybody's to their own different, because obviously, you know, nothing I say on here is financial advice. But also, look at it here, the volume is slightly down at the moment, but the market cap for CRO is sitting just shy of $4 billion. So what is it all about today? Well, yeah, because over the bear market, obviously, like any business, they have to make redundancies, and unfortunately a lot of redundancies end up happening to management or frontline services such as customer service. And when you look at the customer services, it's never great. It's never great, really, because a lot of people had a lot of issues regarding trying to get in touch with people. The customer service wasn't getting back to people. And, you know, it's very, very frustrating. And I personally have not had any issues myself, but I'm glad to see what they're doing. And Chris, the CEO, is updated on customer services. He says customer service backlog is now current, i.e. no tickets are older than 24 hours. We continue scaling the operations to reduce the wait times to minutes. Over 700 customer service agents have been recruited so far and are progressively joining the workforce. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time to get them through, because obviously they've got to do the right training, because people like us are going to ask them probably some difficult questions, like, you know, if it comes across issues. So they've got to know the answers to this. So thank you for your patience as we continue to improve our services to meet the bull market traffic levels. As always, my DMs are open for customers who need an escalation. So like he said, if it's really, really desperately important, then you can actually DM Chris directly and he will escalate it to whichever department in customer services needs to rectify it. So, but it's good news that it's all happening. It takes time when you employ people in customer services to get them right up to that scratch, to get them into that position where they can give you the best customer service possible. Because like I said, in all bear markets, you see it through every company. In bear markets, they end up letting customer service go, and then obviously that has a negative effect when you want to ask a question. But like I said, it hasn't happened to me. And but what I like about crypto.com, what they're doing is like I said before in previous videos, they've kept to their words. What they've done, they've brought all these new perks in and erected the old perks as well, and now they've put the money in to customer services because they have the money to do it. They've got a lot of revenue, and it's a good sign what they're saying here, that it's basically, it's saying that the retail are gradually coming back because they need to be there for the bull market needs, and they are busy, which is all good. Obviously, there's a lot of people trading, a lot of people buying and selling, whatever, NFTs and staking and such like. So they've got to have the infrastructure there. They've got it there. They've got the team there. They've also got the numbers coming through the door to make the Crypto.com money, which is all good to see. So hopefully customer service gets better. I'm pretty sure it is now. Obviously, there's going to be people with some issues still, maybe, but hopefully it's getting there slowly but surely, and that's the main thing. They're doing something about it. But also, on a brighter note as well, don't forget F1 season, F1 Grand Prix. Who's one of the sponsors? And you can see here, Crypto.com. And we know from previous TV audiences from Formula One of 2022, that was around about 1.55 billion viewers for the F1 Grand Prix. So obviously, all these people are going to have eyes on Crypto.com. And then we've also, obviously, we've got like bullish news regarding about Dubai, and then we've got like South Korea as well, and I'm looking out for that Hong Kong as well. We will get a license to be able to operate in Hong Kong. That's going to be a big thing. But with all this good news that's coming out, and all these advertisements in UFC and the F1 as well, it's bringing a lot of new users and coming in to the Crypto.com ecosystem, as well as Cronos as well. So it's all good news really on the Crypto.com and the Cronos front, and that is why I'm an investor in Crypto.com and Cronos. So let's get into a bit of Bitcoin to see how that's doing. So we can see Bitcoin at the moment on the daily. It's still in that ascending wedge at the moment. It's trying to break out. It's just going chopping sideways, and we're getting closer and closer to that Bitcoin halving, which is now going to be on April the 19th. We're only 8 days away with 1,287 blocks left, and we're sitting still at 70,707. Even with that CPI data came down, we sort of came down a little bit. You can see here, we sort of whipped around here, then we've come back up, and we're just sitting above that area of support at the moment. So it was a bit of a resistance, but we sort of gradually getting above it slowly and sitting, like I said, at $70,722. So we're holding the line at the moment, which is all good. Are we going to get more dips? Of course we could. Could we start pumping? Of course we could. We don't know. Nobody's got a crystal ball. Nobody knows where we're going. But we know what we have got coming along is the supply is going to get cut in half. And we know the demand is there. Why do we know the demand is there? Because we've got the BlackRocks with their ETFs. So we had positive inflows this time of 123 million. Now, previously, we had negative inflows of 18 million and 223 million, but we started to get those inflows coming in. And I've noticed as well, the grayscale is starting to slow down. So hopefully, because at the end of the day, what's been suppressing the price at the moment is the grayscale selling off. Just typical, in it, grayscale sales start selling, and if they weren't selling, we'll be going on Bitcoin to Valhalla. But unfortunately, they've been selling. But what's basically been happening, thank goodness, is that we've got the BlackRocks there, which have basically been mitigating that as well. So actually, the drops that we haven't really been too severe. But like I say, for me personally, what you do is your own decision. But for me, I've been buying the dips. If we have that big dips like 10% or something like that, I've been buying the dips. Only small amounts, but I've been buying the dips because we're in the bull market. At the end of the day, I don't know where the bull market's going to end. You know, and I always say, if you're going to done a 10x or something like that, if it was me, I'll be taking out what I initially put in and taking that out and maybe a little bit more profit as well. But everybody's very different in what they do. So it's like I said, for me, like with CRO, when we get to $1, I will nibble away at some of the money I put initially into the bear market. I'll nibble that away. And that's what I do. I'm not a diamond hander. I will take profits when we start getting to $1 and over. I'll nibble away at those profits, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for, is to make profit. At the end of the day, I don't want to be one of those ones where the bear market comes and then we start dropping. No, we're going back up, and then we start dropping. At the moment, I'm not ready to start selling. But like I say, I see everything that's happening, and I keep on DCAing, like I said, and these 10% dips, but also I'm DCAing through, my DeFi, staking on DeFi, staking on Earn, using my debit card. So I'm always DCAing in one way or the other. So anyway, but yeah, it's all good. So we've got a lot of things happening. Obviously, those licenses, what I just mentioned. We've got the F1 Grand Prix, we've got the UFCs as well, and other sporting events around the world that Crypto.com are a part of, which is mega bullish. And also confidence also in the tweets as well, as they're all getting ready. Obviously, because of the bull market, they have seen a lot of inflows coming into their ecosystem, so which is all good news in terms of for the Crow fam and other investors in CRO. So I hope this video has been of help. Like I said, give us a support, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It's always appreciated, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.